Hey guys, what's up? It's Michael here, and today, well not today, this is like the fourth video of the day, but right now, we are going to go, a bunch of people have been asking for a Growlithe nest. Oh, here's a Tauros. Well, while you're at it, there's Tauros here. So, this morning, I made another Charmander nest video because several people had commented to me saying, hey, La Brea Tar Pits is no longer a Charmander nest. Because enough people had done it, I didn't even pay attention, and now I go back and check, and it turns out La Brea Tar Pits is still a huge Charmander nest. Not only that, you can get, let's see, Growlithe here as I'm going to show you. So I'm going to do this live as I usually do so you guys can see, and I can prove that it definitely is. Tons of Charmander, tons of Growlithe, tons of Geodude, tons of Machop, what else? Tons of Onix. Like, this park is the hot spot for anything fire, rock, or Machop, which is he like a rock fighting or is he just fighting? I think he's just fighting, but he's always around the rock guys. I don't know. He might be rock also in some way. And Tauros. I've actually got several Tauros here. So, let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, please hit the thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed. To hit that subscribe button if you haven't so that you don't miss out on any of the latest updates or things or hacks or videos or nests or just whatever. So we're gonna start walking around. As always, if you've ever seen my videos, this app that I use is down in the description. It's the Pokemon Go, there's a Growlithe right there. Doesn't get any easier than that. I just click it on my app here, he's gonna walk over there. Going too fast, go away. I hate that thing, keeps popping up. Oh, also, my hair looks very wet because I just got out of the pool. So if you can even see it in your tiny square down there, it's very shiny and wet. Oh yes, an 86 CP, that's what I'm talking about. Should be nice and easy to catch, although it's still a yellow, even though I'm a way higher level than this thing. Alright, so, starting out the video strong, just proving my point. Growlithe, tons of them, tons and tons. You're gonna see tons of Charmander, Onix, Machop, Geodude. So if you need any of those, you're gonna wanna head over here. I'm kinda bummed that I made that other Charmander nest video because I don't think it's as good as this one. So if you watch that one, I guess use that as a backup if you can't find them here, but you should be fine. There's one right there. You will find tons of Charmander in this park. The reason I like it more than any other place is because this park is tiny compared to the other ones. The other ones, the one that I did it in is enormous, and I caught, you know, several there, but you don't really know where to walk. You're just kind of guessing around. This one, there's just a tiny area, so it's really, really hard to miss a Charmander when you're walking around La Brea Tar Pits or anything else. Like, it's all just tiny little space you walk in. So, let's go. Man, and earlier I was catching Charmander with Pokeballs here. I don't know, they were so much easier than they are every time I film them, but I got like 3 or 4 just Pokeballs. Nah, that's 2 great balls so far. Let's go ahead and throw some Raspberry. Hit him with the Raspberry, hit him with the Raspberry. Oh my gosh, quit biting. Boom, nice. That's gotta be it. Please be it. I don't want to waste any more great balls on you. I now have enough to make a Charizard. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just get some extra candy so I can evolve, and just to show you, wait a minute, this isn't even a Charmander video. Okay, after this, I'm gonna catch this guy because I need him. I normally don't do that, I'll usually skip him. But, this is kind of gonna be a Growlithe / Charmander extravaganza video, I guess. Oh my gosh, why is this guy so hard to catch? That's so annoying. No base Pokemon should be this hard to catch. None of them. It's a Charmander, it's not a Charizard. I'm pretty sure I caught a Charizard and it was way easier than this. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna waste all my great balls trying to get this guy. He's gonna have a terrible IV. I'm just gonna sell him for 1 candy. Okay. Yes, there we go. There we go. That's what I like, finally. Whew. 130 Charmander candies so far. Let's continue the walk. We're going to use this map. Again, as I'm sure I said, this is Pokemon Go++. The link is down in the description to that video. Now, the file has changed since I made that video, so it'll look different on the screen when I download the file, but just the file in the actual description of that video is correct. It's the 1.3.1. So just follow all of the steps there. If you do it exactly like the video, even though it looks a little different, you will end up with 1.3.1. This walking hack with the Pokevision, the IV calculator, and everything. So this is my favorite one to use for hunting stuff. Well, there's another Charmander. I guess I'll go catch him. But trust me, more Growlithe are going to show up. I mean, really, the Charmander are just so good to have in general, so you can finally... And there's another one popped up for when I'm done with this guy. I'm just going to use Pokeballs and see if that helps. But really, you probably shouldn't be passing up Charmanders, even if you're looking for Growlithe. It's a great great area for both. And if you need Geodudes or any of those other guys, which you probably don't, they're not as rare or really useful as Arcanine is actually one of the strongest, like, easy guys to get. One of the easiest guys to get that can evolve to a really high CP if you get one with a good individual value. I'm pretty sure they're stronger than Charizards when they're maxed out so far. There's kind of like under like Dragonite, Snorlax, there's maybe a couple ahead of it. But it's near like Vaporeon's as far as being really, oh my gosh, I was not paying attention. As far as being really strong, I like however they calculate that overall, like based on their attack and their speed and all this stuff. Arcanine is actually supposed to be one of the highest ones that you can get very easily. Fine, run, I don't care. I just don't want to throw any more balls at that guy. Ah, okay, I'll get this one Charmander, and there's another one popping up on the map. This should be a Charmander nest video. I'm telling you, this place is so much better than the last place. Wherever I made that video earlier, I'm sorry for making that. I thought this one didn't exist anymore. But La Brea Tar Pits is just insane for Charmander. It's the first video I think I made on a nest was probably La Brea Tar Pits here because I was like, this is insane, everyone's got to come get a Charizard. Alright. Now we're going to go for a Growlithe, but there's another Charmander on the map. Okay, I'll leave him there for a minute, even though I really want to catch him. There's the Geodude, there's Sandshrew, but nobody needs those. They should not be in the game. I mean, they should be in the game, but after a certain point, they should just stop showing up. It should be like, you don't need this. There's another Charmander and a Ponyta. So as you can see, any fire stuff is going to show up here. Arcanine are usually more common than this for me, and actually it's usually, there's another Tauros. I don't need him, I'm not going to go to him, but man, Tauros, I've always found him pretty common, but I don't think that quickly. Whoa, let me straighten out this map. Okay, I'm getting distracted because this place is very cool and I love it, and tons of everything useful. So back to what I was saying. Arcanine, very strong, get one. I actually need to get a new one because the first one I made, it was one of the very first things I evolved. I found a high CP Growlithe, but that was before I knew individual values, so I went ahead and maxed him out, and it was totally useless because he was a terrible individual value, and now I just wasted a bunch of candy and Stardust on him, and I'm gonna have to start over. But that's okay because I have a bunch of comments, YouTube comments, up at the top there. You guys probably didn't even see that. So that's just gonna sound like I'm freaking out about nothing. Not freaking out, guys. I'm not freaking out. I'm on my meds. I don't have meds. I'm just kidding. Let's pretend I didn't say any of that. And wait for another Growlithe. Sometimes I ramble. Look at those two Charmanders. I just want to go and catch them, but I gotta make an Arcanine video for you guys. This place is just so great. There's a Geodude. I'm telling you, tons of those if you need them. Where is my Arcanine? The other day I was here and caught like more, well there's one, okay, there we go, phew. So any fire stuff is going to be here at the Tar Pits. This is kind of cool because this is actually like, they found a bunch of fossils here, and so it's like tar pits, it's like hot tar pits, so that's why all the fire's around it. I don't know, I think it's cool. I think it's one of the few places, other than like the ocean has a bunch of Magikarp, you know, but like, this makes sense for fire and rock stuff to be here. And there's fossil ones, but they don't show up as much as you would think. In the very beginning, I got an Aerodactyl here. I occasionally find a Kabuto or Ammonite here, but they're not as common as they should be for this place being somewhere where they actually found lots of fossils. I should probably hit him with a Raspberry, but I'm not desperate really for Growlithe. I actually have enough to evolve. I am kind of looking for a better individual value one. I don't have a great one yet. I have a decent one, like I think a high 70 or low 80, but I don't think it's worth it. The great news is it only takes 50 candy to upgrade this guy, and then he explodes like to really high CP. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I think that's only 2 Growlithe, but I passed up all those Charmanders to show you guys, and now I'm feeling guilty about it. And a bunch of Machops. I know some people were asking me about Machops, at least. If you watch this, this is your place, Machop. Okay, let's go ahead and do some more. I'll probably find just maybe 1 or 2 more just to show you, but as you've seen, all the fire, anything fire shows up here, the Ponyta. And earlier I got like 3 Onix in a row, one after the other. I don't know where they are right now. I don't know if maybe time of day affects it or anything like that. Let's look on here too. So the sightings and the built-in scanner map thing on this, sometimes one will show up on one and it won't show up on the other, and vice versa. So if you're looking at both, you have a good chance of not missing any. It's really weird. Sometimes the scanner picks up stuff that this thing doesn't tell you, and sometimes this thing tells you something the scanner doesn't pick up. So that's interesting. And also with the new, oh, there's one. Yes, okay, proving my point. Arcanine Nest. I mean, Growlithe Nest. Get an Arcanine. 649, so we're gonna hit him with some Raz. I hope this guy's a good individual value. I'm sure he's not, because for whatever reason, these guys are very rare in a decent individual value level. And I'm looking for a high one. I would wish I could get like a 90 something percent. Alright, nice and easy. That's the way I like them. Let's go ahead and look at my Growlithe up here on the IV. Oh, did I just level? Oh no, captured 2,000 Pokemon. Still exciting. Not that exciting, but not as exciting as leveling up would have been. Okay, I'm gonna run towards this Charmander while we look at these individual values so I can catch it. Charmander also super weak. Look at that, my highest 75.6, and that's after catching a ton of Charmander. Look at my original Charizard. Again, I just evolved the highest CP one I had at the time. 3 attack every time you level him up. That's awful. What was I doing? I was looking for, what are we catching? Not Arcanine, Growlithe. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I've got an 84.4%. That's, whoa, and he's a 777. I'll probably just evolve that guy. I didn't even know I had him, but the rest of these, look at them, 40s and 30s. And that's including the ones we just caught. I guess I'll catch a Charmander. There's a Ponyta in the area, if you're needing those too for more fire. Okay, I guess I could end this video. I think I've proven that there are enough guys here to get an Arcanine Pokeball. Why did I do that? I need Great Balls, probably. So I guess I could end that video here. Tons of Growlies, tons of all the fire. Actually, use this for your Charmander one. Maybe I'll call this video also Charmander. Growlithe and also best Charmander. Sorry I made that last video. I mean, it's useful, I guess, but it's not like it's a bad video. It's just not as good as this one, and I feel bad that so many people are probably teleporting there now thinking this one's gone, and it's actually not gone. Is that another Tauros, or is that the same one? Oh, he's gone now. It must have been the same one then, and he just disappeared. But I wanted to show you guys one more thing. This is new. I'm probably just going to make a video on this because I know lots of people who don't need Growlithe won't watch this. But so if you click like this Mankey, click this guy. Oh, you can't. I can't do it here, but just forget I said anything. But if you click on them when they're near a Pokestop, like when you're in a populated area instead of just a field, it'll show you. It's really hard to explain. I showed it in my new Dratini video that I just did, where you can actually click on it and you can hit view and it will zoom way out and show you which Pokestop that Pokemon is next to. And that's new in this update, but it only works in like highly populated areas. But it's super cool. I just found that out today totally by accident. So maybe I'll teleport somewhere and just make a video showing you guys. I want to run. There we go. Just make a video on that. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I don't see any more right now. Just trust me though, I've spent a lot of time here and there are usually more Arcanine than that. Not that this was bad, there's just usually a lot. And I don't know if it has to do with time of day. Again, there was a lot more Onyx earlier, so I'm thinking maybe time of day will affect the rate at which they spawn. But either you're going to be getting Arcanines or you're going to be getting Charmanders. Usually when I'm not getting one, I'm getting the other a lot. So always a good place to be right here. And then the Geodudes and all those, they're just kind of normal spawns here. Geodudes, Machops, etc. Okay guys, so that's going to wrap it up from me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know which Pokemon you would like to see next. Hopefully this gets you the Arcanine you're looking for, nice and strong. And I will, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.